Meteorologist Steve Villanueva here with an update on Hurricane Irma. Irma, a very powerful Category 5 hurricane, still producing winds of 185 miles per hour. Currently, it's making its way across the Virgin Islands, both the U.S. and the British Virgin Islands. You can see a very well-defined eye right there just to the north of St. Thomas. It is a very powerful storm system, very intense storm system. There's Puerto Rico. It's about 90 miles just to the east of San Juan, Puerto Rico. It looks like it's going to stay just north of Puerto Rico. At least the eye wall will, but nonetheless, they're going to see very strong winds, very rough surf, and lots of rain over the next few hours as this storm system moves through. We do have hurricane warnings in effect for Puerto Rico, for the Virgin Islands, also parts of the northern Leeward Islands, the north shore of the Dominican Republic, the Turks and Caicos, parts of the Bahamas. We also have a hurricane watch in effect for Cuba and also for a few of the Bahamas. Anyway, at least the central Bahamas. The northern Bahamas, not yet, but you will likely be issued hurricane watches over the next day or so as the storm system continues to make its way towards the west. So there it is right there, very close to Puerto Rico, producing winds of 185 miles per hour, moving towards the west-northwest at 16 miles per hour. The official track does keep it north of Puerto Rico, north of Hispaniola, and just north of Cuba as well. And as we head towards Saturday, 8 a.m., it's a little bit weaker, winds of 155 miles per hour, but still a major storm system. It's a Category 4 as we head towards early Saturday morning, roughly about 230 miles to the south of Miami. But at this point in time, Saturday morning, that's when we could start to feel tropical storm force winds in South Florida. That means winds in excess of 39 miles per hour. At this point in time, that's when it starts to make its turn up towards the north as a trough of low pressure swings across the continental U.S. The official track brings it into southern Miami-Dade County early Sunday morning as a Category 4, winds of 145 miles per hour, and then it hugs the immediate coast as it makes its way northward. By Monday morning, 8 a.m., it's a Category 3 right on top of the Space Coast. It's weaker since it will interact with a little bit of land, at least according to the official track, winds of 125 miles per hour. Now, I just looked at the morning's model runs, this morning's model run, and the European is very much looking like this. The European does bring it ashore into southern Miami-Dade County and then exits the storm system right around the Space Coast. And the GFS, the American model, is just about 100 miles to the east of that. So they're both very close to the east coast of Florida, even though some of the other long-range hurricane computer models do keep it a little bit farther to the east. So there's the turn as we head into Saturday morning. There's the official track. You can see it right there, Category 4, then a Category 3. So there's still time for it to move a little bit towards the east, but it could also shift towards the west based on what happens with this trough of low pressure as it swings across the continental U.S. But at least for now, the official track does bring it into southern Florida early Sunday morning and around the Space Coast as we head into early Monday morning. This is the time where you need to panic, not panic, prepare, don't panic. That's the key.